The next second, Jason suddenly spoke. These 3 months, you were really that sad. Jason's voice cut through the air like a blade, cold and sharp. Lily froze mid-step, her tearful expression faltering for just a fraction of a second before she recovered. Of course I was sad. She clutched at his arm, her voice dripping with practiced anguish. I cried every single night. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I was so worried about you, that I thought I'd go mad. Jason looked down at her hand on his sleeve. Then he looked up at me. His eyes were unreadable, dark, calculating, nothing like the innocent 10-year-old who had begged me to build Legos with him. Is that true? He asked, but he wasn't asking Lily. He was asking me. Lily's grip tightened. Jason, why are you asking her? She's just some maid your mother hired. She doesn't know anything about us. A maid. Jason's lips curved into something that wasn't quite a smile. Is that what you are, Luna? I opened my mouth to answer, but the shadow spoke first. She's not a maid. You idiot. She's your wife. Your mother married you to her after Lily dumped you like garbage. Jason's expression flickered. Just barely. But I caught it. The shadow continued, frantic. You don't remember anything, do you? The Legos, the pineapple smoothies, the books she read to you, every night, the way she shaved your beard and held your hand, when you had nightmares. Jason's jaw tightened. He pulled his arm free from Lily's grasp. Lily, he said slowly, why don't you tell me what happened after I was shot? Lily's face paled. She opened her mouth, closed it, then opened it again. I was devastated. I stayed by your bedside, every single day, liar, the shadow roared. She called off the engagement the moment she heard you might be permanently brain damaged. She said she'd rather die than marry an idiot. Something cold and dangerous flickered in Jason's eyes. He turned to his mother, who was standing frozen nearby. Mother, he said, his voice deceptively calm. Perhaps you can fill in the gaps. Mrs. Grant looked at me, then at Lily, then back at her son. She sighed heavily. Jason, when you were in the hospital, Lily's family came to me and said she wouldn't be able to go through with the wedding. They said it was too much for her, given your condition. Lily's face contorted. That's not true. My parents made that decision. I never agreed to. Then why did you wait until the engagement was already broken before you came back? I asked quietly. Lily whirled on me, her eyes blazing. Stay out of this, you freak. Freak, Jason repeated, his voice dropping to a dangerous register. That's an interesting choice of words for someone who's been lying to me. Lily's bravado crumbled. She stepped back, her hands raised. Jason, please, you have to believe me. I love you. I've always loved you. Everything I did was because I was scared. I was just so scared, scared enough to call me an idiot, scared enough to mock me behind my back. Lily went completely white. How do you know about that? Jason didn't answer. He just stared at her, his eyes cold as winter. Then he turned to me. Luna, come here. I hesitated. His voice was commanding, but there was something else in it, something almost vulnerable. I walked over to him. He reached out and took my hand. His fingers were warm and strong. I don't remember everything yet, he said quietly, just loud enough for me to hear. But I remember enough. I remember your voice. I remember reading with you. I remember waking up and knowing you were there. Lily let out a strangled sound. What are you saying, Jason? I'm saying that you threw away your chance, he said flatly. You abandoned me when I needed you most. And this woman, he squeezed my hand, this woman stayed. She took care of me when she had no reason to.